Minnesota high school football taking center stage tonight. Well, a handful of games have already taken place. Tonight is the official kickoff of the resurrected 2020 Minnesota football season. Our first game of the season, Thief River Falls at Detroit Lakes. The Lakers already holding a lead first quarter, where we find Christian Solberg takes the inside handoff, shakes off not one, not two, but three would-be tacklers before breaking the plane of the goal line and giving the Lakers a double-digit lead. After forcing a 3-and-out, Caden Linneman finds the end zone for Detroit Lakes, stretching out the jet sweep and then cutting upfield for a 19-yard score. Fast forwarding now to the beginning of the second quarter, Detroit Lakes continuing to pour it on. Jake Green avoids the shoelace tackle and hops on one foot into the end zone to help the Lakers secure a 43-point lead at the half. Lakers will open the season with the shutout 55-0, and Dilworth Glendon Felton edges out Pequot Lakes with the 6-point win, 26-20, the final. The Spuds opening the season on the road. They do it with a big-time win, 56-6 over Buffalo. Spuds home opener is next week. Bemidji opening the season at home, a 10-point loss to Andover, 17-7. Lake Park Audubon hosting Underwood in some more Minnesota football after a scoreless first quarter. Underwood quarterback Reed Lebo puts the first points on the board, faking the handoff and then following his blockers into the end zone. A 2-point conversion gave the Rockets an 8-0 lead on the very next drive. Lake Park Audubon looking to respond. Quarterback Caden Besky scrambles around looking for an open receiver, but he runs out of time, taken down by a fleet of Rockets to force fourth down. He was able to make up for it a few plays later with this deep bomb down the home sideline to Trent Berkey, who outruns defenders the rest of the way to the house. The Hail Mary pass cutting the deficit to 2 points with just under a minute till halftime. No final score yet reported from this one. 8-6 at halftime was the last we had heard, but out in Mahnomen, Waubun, it's a 30-point shutout over War Road to kick off the season. A couple more scores. Holly Nuggets defeat Roseau 28-14 at home, and Breckenridge earns the road win over Otter Tail Central 42-16 to open the season. Back over in North Dakota, West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Davies, both undefeated on the season so far, fighting it out tonight for that top spot in the EDC. Cheyenne back in their first game since September 18th, while the Eagles are coming off a hard-fought win against the Packers. Mustangs receive the opening kickoff and are still on that drive with under 6 to play in the first quarter. Matt Tribe runs hard through the open hole for the first 6 of the night. It's 7-0 lead Mustangs after the extra point. Eagles fighting to get something going, but the Mustangs defense continues to thwart their efforts. Putting the ball back in Grant Workentine's hands. Second quarter, 4th and 8 from the 48. He drops it to Gage Anderson, into Gage Anderson's hands as he breaks away for another Mustangs touchdown. 14-0 at the half, Cheyenne, and they go on to log the shutout 28-0. Down at Shanley, another close fight for the Packers, but they come out on top this time, a 35-21 win over Shanley, just the second loss on the season for the Deacons. In 2A football, first place Hillsborough Central Valley on the road in Castleton. It takes overtime, but the Burros defend that record, 13-6 the final, and Kindred able to top the Huskies 39-18 at home. Some single-A games postponed tonight because of COVID-19 concerns. Still plenty being played, though, including second-ranked Oaks picking up its 5th win of the season, 47-0 over Northern Cass. In Region 2, single-A Langdon area Edmore Munich keeps pushing that win streak at 34 now with a 30-point shutout over Carrington. In 9-man Region 1 action, battle of the undefeateds, a lot of offense between these two. A combined 102 points between Mayport CG and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. It's the Lobos on top, though, 66-36, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood earning the 63-30 win over Griggs Midcoda tonight. 102 points. Mike, that's about all the math I can do. A quick update here. Boys soccer, it's going to be an all-West championship game as Century defeats West Fargo Cheyenne's JV squad, and Bismarck edges out West Fargo in a tough battle 2-1 in that one.
Great night in sports.
Great to have Minnesota back in the game. How about it?
Yep, thanks so much. Still to